So was it a mistake to sign this law?
Absolutely not.
All right, there you go. End of interview. Bye. No, welcome to Give Me Five, ladies and gentlemen. Governor Mike Pence of the great state of Indiana is catching bloody you-know-what because he signed into law the Religious Freedom Act, which is really the same act, but on a local level, a state level, I should say, that Bill Clinton signed into law, the same act that the Congress almost unanimously passed back when Bill Clinton was president. And now, it's going to discriminate against gays. No, it's not. But here's more.
The Religious Freedom Restoration Act was signed into federal law by President Bill Clinton more than 20 years ago, and it lays out a framework for ensuring that a very high level of scrutiny is given anytime government action impinges on the religious liberty of any American. After that, some 19 states followed that, adopted that statute, and after last year's Hobby Lobby case, Indiana properly brought the same version that then State Senator Barack Obama voted for in Illinois before our legislature, and I was proud to sign it into law last week.
Obama voted for it as a state senator. Clinton signed it into law as a president. But you see, they're Democrats. Pence does it in Indiana, and all of a sudden, gays won't have any rights. More.
I understand that there's been a tremendous amount of misinformation and misunderstanding around this bill, and I'm just determined, and I appreciate the time on your program, I'm just determined to clarify this. Well, this is about protecting the religious liberty of people of faith and families of faith across this country. That's what it's been for more than 20 years, and that's what it is now as the law in Indiana, George.
And that's not good enough for George. See, George wants to play gotcha. He wants to play gotcha, and he kept trying to play gotcha. Well, he kept playing, but he didn't win. Watch.
This is not about discrimination. This is about empowering people to confront government overreach, George.
On it, because your supporters say it would. And so yes or no? If a florist in Indiana refuses to serve a gay couple at their wedding, is that legal now in Indiana?
George, this is where this debate has gone with misinformation and frankly,
it's just a question, sir. Yes or no?
Well, there's been shameless rhetoric about my state and about this law and about its intention all over the internet. People are trying to make it about one particular issue, and now you're doing that as well.
Right. Now, listen. There are religious, Christian and other religious florists and bakers who don't want to participate in what they don't believe in. Should they be forced to? But nobody asked these questions when Bill Clinton signed it, when Barack Obama voted for it. Only when Pence signs it. Here's more.
The Religious Freedom Restoration Act has been on the books for more than 20 years. It does not apply, George, to disputes between individuals unless government action is involved. And in point of fact, in more than 2 decades, the Religious Freedom Restoration Act has never been used to undermine anti-discrimination laws in this country.
Sir, it doesn't apply to individuals unless government's involved. And it's never been used in that nature, as he just said. So why make it an issue? You know why. Here's more.
That was one of your supporters who was talking about the bill right there. It said it would protect a Christian florist who against any kind of punishment. Is that true or not?
George, look, the issue here is, is tolerance a two-way street or not? I mean, there's a lot of talk about tolerance in this country today having to do with people on the left. But here Indiana steps forward to protect the constitutional rights and privileges of freedom of religion for people of faith and families of faith in our state. And this avalanche of intolerance that's been poured on our state is just outrageous.
You see, that is a key point. Tolerance is a two-way street, or at least it should be. Some of the most intolerant people you will ever meet are the radical anything on the left, the radical LGBT supporters and organizers, the radical atheists on the left. They demand total acceptance of their point of view. And if you don't give them total acceptance, you're a bigot, you're a homophobe, you're this. Where's their tolerance for other points of view on the Steve Malzberg Show?